So I'm here today with Jackson and his mother, Amy, and Jackson is a recipient of a Naval Academy appointment. So congratulations, Jackson, on this. And you are also a recipient of other ROTC and academies also. So maybe you can tell everybody what else you received.
I received the Naval Academy, of course, West Point, the Falcon program at the Air Force Academy, and then the NROTC 4-year scholarship, the AROTC 4-year scholarship, and the AF ROTC 4-year scholarship.
Well, I mean, congratulations on all of those. And, you picked the Naval Academy, wonderful, congratulations on all of that. And so what I wanted just to talk to you about today was one particular aspect of how we helped you, which was mainly the interview process, so maybe you could just talk about, this particular piece of our help to you and kind of how that was benefit to you, not just maybe just the Naval Academy, but in general, as you kind of work towards these scholarships and appointments.
I've never had an interview before, so the interview practice definitely helped me. Told me to keep eye contact, don't use filler words, not many body movement. And then we went through the questions and I would give you answers and you guys would help me adjust my answers based on the different service academy I was doing the interview that week. So it definitely helped me a lot.
Yeah, I know your particular year, you were doing everything by video pretty much.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And so there's certain techniques that I know that we worked on with you to get ready for the video portion of this. And so what would you say is the difference that you saw between, say, video and what you would have done if you were in person, and what were some of the things you think that was helpful in what we were concentrating on with you in that regard?
Over video, there was less people interviewing me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of more personal because it was just one-on-one. And I was able to look at some of my stuff beforehand, my interview questions and answers, and I just felt prepared for it using your services.
Yeah, sort of like posting, some of the note cards on the screen, to be able to kind of, it's just those kind of small little things, I think, that make the difference, where you realize sort of what situation you're in, rather than seeing it as a disadvantage, seeing it as an advantage, which is really, I think, what you did, Jackson, just so well, is kind of, is realizing, that this is a situation I was in, and this is how I could best, leverage those kind of things. You guys, did you have any military? You didn't have any military background, right?
My brother is actually an officer in the Navy. So we had that, and then we had grandparents that were in, different military branches. So we have a little bit, but not, like I don't serve in the military. His father doesn't serve in the military. So
right. And so I think, getting like our interview and kind of, interviewing with military officers that have been kind of involved with the process and, are kind of experts in that, it kind of just gives you kind of an experience of what you're really going to face, with some of these, with some of these questions you're going to be asked. So I think did you find that to be kind of helpful as far as being able to have, officers interview and things like that?
Yeah, during the interviews, being interviewed by you guys who are actually in the military, were in the military, it just showed me what to expect in my actual interviews.
Yeah, saying things like sir and ma'am, and
Yes,
that can be, it's just simple things like that, I think. And then really also kind of knowing the military mindset, which is, different, it's, you applied to a number of colleges, and you were successful in getting into a number of colleges, and might have used that for a Navy ROTC or Army ROTC scholarship to get in. But I think, when you look at when you get an interview with a military officer, is it different than you would get, say, from a college and university, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So Amy, what would you say, as far as your perspective on this would be, and what you thought, through the process, and what you would say from a parent's perspective on this.
I think in the very beginning, because he did choose to apply to 3 academies, 3 ROTC scholarships, and then to 6 universities, we were just in the beginning very overwhelmed. We didn't know how to organize it, what things were most important. So I feel when we found your book and then we found your podcast, we were like, wow, we wish we would have found this long ago, because it helped us to kind of lay a path and which things were most important to do first, which came second. And then of course the interview process, what was most important there. Yeah, so I feel like everything we had, we used your blog for the essays on how to better prepare those. We use so many things.
Yeah. And it was
The
great.
job merb can be very kind of intimidating. You don't really know what to expect or when things are going to come back, because it takes a long time. So we would get nervous about that. But then after listening to your Dodmer podcast, we realized that's normal. This is the normal process. And, that kind of took that anxiety away.
Yeah, well, it's good. Yeah, I mean, all of the different things that we provide, in our website and the podcast, and then our services that we provide to, individual candidates are beneficial. So happy that we were able to help you in so many different ways. So it's great. And it's, the reason why I do what I do is to see, Jackson, where you're at right now, and be able to serve in the military and realize your dreams. So, thanks so much for coming on today, and congratulations, Jackson.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
And I'm sure hopefully your parents will go to up to some games at the Naval Academy and then enjoy their time that you're at the 4 years you're at the Naval Academy.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Thank you.
So thank you. Thanks for coming by.